Centers for Medicare and Medicaid announced the numbers this week. They're the second biggest increase in the history of the program. About 69 million Americans are enrolled in Medicare for
Hi guys, I have two people who are one of my favorites. We have Building the Poor, and this live is about people healing, or is it possible for people to heal? So the first young lady I'm going to be speaking to has been through a lot of trauma, and I'm going to be asking these two young ladies questions about their trauma.
You are as brilliant as you were beautiful, and as courageous as you were kind. I celebrate you today. And I say to him,
okay, Simone,
in heaven,
in your life,
send him to a beautiful
what is your deepest trauma in your life, Simone?
Well, I have two. I'm gonna start off with she getting molested by a family member. And my second would be my mom killing my son.
Okay, in that trauma, who do you hold responsible for your trauma?
My human incubator, the lady that birthed me.
Okay, I also have Linda, and she's going to express her trauma. And what is your trauma, Linda?
The way my mother treated me all my life, and when I lost my kids and sister.
Okay. Some of the questions that I'm going to ask is going to be a little tough, maybe a little overwhelming for them. I know both of these ladies' traumas. I'm exposing this trauma because there are so many family members who keep things in the closet, and they're walking around trying to cope with life and their traumas. So, Linda, how do you cope with your trauma?
Basically, like, I try to ignore it. Like, my kids, my grandkids, like, be the ones that make me not forget it, but, like, ignore it. Like,
so, when we ignore things, are we suppressing them and laying them to the side? Couldn't that build isn't that building something detrimental as far as your mental capacity?
yeah, that do most of
It does.
New at noon, 5 people now under arrest after a string of gunpoint robberies at the Fox. That youngest suspect.
I can't identify with these ladies, but both of these ladies have a hatred for their own mothers, and that doesn't, that has to be horrific for someone to say they hate or dislike their mother. Um,
And then an accomplice is waiting to make a quick getaway behind him on a blue moped.
if I was your mother's, what would you say to me
To catch their victims by surprise and
being your mother?
this string of
Tell me what you would say.
between September
If you
20th
was my
and
mom,
October
Yes.
6th.
Right.
They all took place in various neighborhoods around New
What
Orleans,
would be
Kingsbridge,
your
and Fordham Heights.
what would be your response if I was your mother and you could actually come out and say exactly what you feel? What would you say?
what I want to say, I don't think I can say it on your live,
Yes, you can.
but I want that lady to die. And I'm gonna keep saying that I want her to die. I want to spit on her grave because you took a life from me. You've done a lot of hurtful things that a mother wouldn't do. And I'm a mom of 3, and now a mom of 2. So a lot hinders me. A lot stays on my mind. Every night I close my eyes, I see just me carrying my son's torch. I wouldn't wish this on nobody. And if there's people out there going through what I'm going through, speak your truth. It helps. It may not take the pain away, but it helps. I don't know this lady from a hole in the wall, and she's been my inspiration. She's been there for me through a lot of things that's happening, like, as far as my current living situation. So you need to have somebody there and that can understand and that you can trust. And trust is a big key. And, you know, people like us have just been through a lot.
Thank you, Doctor. Police came to the rescue of an abandoned newborn. You can see one officer the infant while getting into the passenger side of a cruiser. The baby was left in the trash outside a home in the Hollyville section on Wednesday. The baby's in stable condition. Police say
I know the type of person I am, and I know what my heart is.
On Long Island, heavy flames caused
And
by
I took to these young ladies because they felt comfortable enough to express their feelings.
First responders arrived at that scene on Cold
There are a lot of people out here hurting.
and their dog made it out safely.
A lot of people
What caused the fire?
now an update on
covering for their family members
detectives have identified a possible
just to keep the peace.
Jets player Chris Boyd.
But who's keeping the peace for
The
them?
Sunday morning shooting is believed to have stemmed from words
Where can they lie their peace
and another group. Apparently over
of mind
were wearing. So far, no arrests.
and traumatic stress?
Is now recovering.
Who can they give that to?
Some relief at the checkout counter. Now that President Trump is dropping tariffs on
Me and these 3 ladies have sat down and cried together.
40% tax on Brazilian beef.
I'm not crying because I experienced it. I'm crying because I can have empathy for these women.
Prosecution of a former ally.
It's important
Brazilian
for us to not just pass judgment on what we see.
Last week, the White House also rolled back
For
tariffs
her,
on more than 200 food items from
when she told me about her mother,
and was saying it could bring down prices.
and I want her to explain it in her words because she needs to heal.
Still not been found, but her disappearance
Linda, she needs to heal.
trail of lies and false identities.
2020 is diving into this disturbing case in an all-new episode, The Final Cut. Joining us now.
What
is
have you
Deborah
did
Roberts. Deborah, thank you
to
for being with us
even
this afternoon. So tell us, what happened to Jolene Cummings?
Sandra, nice to be with
Fix.
you too. Jolene
I
Cummings
know you can't fix it. It's impossible because when you see your mother, it's no fixing, right?
Everybody knows everybody, everybody gets along. Well, it was May of 2018.
And I want you to say in your words
So it was a double
why your mother
celebration.
went through,
Jolene doesn't show up to pick up her
went through the steps that she did.
That was concerning to her mother.
And you no
those in
longer
her
have
life
your
because
son.
that just was not
Tell
like
them.
her. That set off a search by police, who initially did what you see in so many of our 2020 stories. They began
one day I got
questioning
sick
her life
really,
history,
really
her
bad.
ex-husband, her ex-boyfriend.
And
They
I
were
kept
eventually
telling
cleared.
this lady
And
I was
then
pregnant, I was
ultimately,
pregnant, I
once
was
again,
pregnant.
something that you see in a lot of our 2020
She didn't hear
stories,
me.
surveillance
I guess she
video
didn't
plays
want to
a
hear
key
me.
part here.
She
Police
expected,
began looking
you
at
know,
people
pretty much
at
a
that
lot
hair
from
salon,
me.
and there was a news
And
journalist by the name of Jennifer Cyber who had started. And
I
police
went
discovered
out
this
one
woman on
day.
surveillance video, taking
Now,
a
mind you,
police
the day
car,
before when
dropping
I
it
went
off,
to go see my
abandoning it at
son,
a
he was
parking lot,
fine.
showing up at a
The
convenience
next
store.
day, I get a
Who was
call
this woman?
that
And
I
the
went out with my
police in that
friend,
area, and again, small
or at least who I
town,
thought was my
began
friend,
digging. They
and
couldn't believe what they found.
I
It was
get a
woman
call.
with multiple identities that wasn't
We need
not
you to
even
come
her
view
real
your
name.
son's
The
body.
address that she had given
At
was
that
not her
time,
real
I had
address.
two sons.
And they
I
went
said, which
down
one?
this road that was
So
one that they did
the
not
hospital didn't
expect.
say
A woman with
anything
multiple
until
identities,
when
as
I
you
got
said,
there.
and,
They
just
said,
something that
are
they
you
weren't
ready?
actually looking
Ready
So
for
tonight
what?
we're going to dive into the story. We're going to tell you more about this woman.
My
how
heart
she even
dropped
came up with
when
these
I
names.
saw that it
You'll
was
hear
my
about people
first
in her
born.
past, how she
And they
became
said pretty
connected
much
to the
he
disappearance of Jolene,
died
which went
on his
for
own
months
saliva because my
before
son had
police were ever
cerebral
able
palsy. He
to
was
put
born
this
at
story
6
together.
months,
Guys, you know I
1
tell
pound
you all the
7
time,
ounces.
this one has
So he
twisted
was in the
turns
hospital
that
for
you don't
90
see coming,
days.
but this one
We didn't
certainly
know,
does.
you know, pretty much if any problem because they didn't do the test yet because he was still
You
too
can watch the
small.
all-new 2020
So
episodes
when we
called
finally
Unspotted on ABC.
did find out that he had cerebral palsy, he had to undertake a lot of surgeries, which was breaking his legs. I couldn't be there for that. She didn't want me there. They had to put like a feeding bag in his stomach. I couldn't be there for that. So it was a lot of things I wasn't there for my son.
Skies are cloudy early this afternoon, but
as a
temperatures
mom,
are back to finally get out of the upper 40s, reaching the
you-
lower 50s. So we're dry throughout
even
this
though,
evening.
you know, she did what she did, I try to give her the benefit of the doubt. Here, take care of my son because I don't know how to take care of a child with cerebral palsy. I got mental illness myself. So, me dealing with another, you know what I'm saying, mental, not illness, but just more severe.
A disability.
Right, more severe than mine. It was kind of hard. So I gave her custody. Well, didn't give her custody. I had medication called lithium, thorazine, and Benadryl. That's for people with bipolar disorder. That's what they give them. But I stopped taking mine for like a good year. And when you leave that type of medicine for a year, it kind of like it how to say it. It like you're just not supposed to give somebody that because it messes with their mental capacity even
What
more.
is it called again?
Lithium, thorazine,
Lithium
and thorazine.
and thorazine. Okay. Uh-huh.
That's pretty much, it's a powerful medicine. Like you'll be like this and you won't even realize you're signing your life away. So I didn't know I was signing my rights away.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's what happened with that situation.
So, have you been diagnosed with bipolar, schizophrenic?
No, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, PTSD, and depression.
Okay.
And with those three things, you're supposed to be on medication, like literally, because the episodes that we have is unbearable.
Is there any way that you can gradually get off this medication, or is it detrimental if you don't take the medication?
It's detrimental if we don't take it. We have to take it.
Okay, the reason why I stated that is because there was a young lady, I want to say she was from Chicago, and she put her child in a swing for 44 hours. The little boy died. Okay? And the reason she had schizophrenia. Now, with schizophrenia, it could be a reality. In her mind, she could have been thinking that she was doing the right thing by taking care of her son and pushing the swing, because that is part of the illness that can be affecting the brain, making her believe that what she's doing is fine. So, Linda, with you, are you taking any type of